I park in the Sox, it's a cheaper lot. And I was harassed at the lot down the way for a month, so I figured maybe I'd be out of the way a little bit.
But when Marjorie Miller learned this lot is monitored by PRRS, it made her think of another four-letter word. But if I let her use it, the FCC wouldn't let me be.
I feel like PRRS is out to ticket anybody immediately as quickly as possible, and it's up to you to try and prove otherwise.
She found that out the hard way. 2 tickets in the same week sticking out of her windshield wiper, parked at this lot near Park Avenue in Champa, both accusing her of parking in 2 spaces.
I was ticketed for parking over a non-existent line in this lot.
A $102 ticket for parking in a $3 lot. This $3 lot where you have to squat to see the line.
I believe there probably was striping here at some point. Not currently, as you can see.
The PRRS employee had to get low to take the photo.
This lot fills up from front to back, and I come in a little bit later in the morning, so I park right next to the car as close as possible.
She snapped her own photo of her parking job after the first ticket. Marjorie thought it would be convincing enough to the parking enforcement company that she parked in a single spot.
And I contacted PRS, let them know, hey, there was no line, and I was parked flanked by 2 other vehicles, appropriately distanced. Sent them pictures, sent them a video, sent them a statement. They denied both of my appeals.
And often, that's where these disputes end. Steve on Your Side's told you before, PRRS is a private company with no regulations of how disputes are handled. On the big red signs in the parking lots they enforce is an arbitration clause saying you waive your right to a normal court case simply by parking there.
The city doesn't enforce any of this, so we're kind of left to our own amends. And then if you have a legal dispute and you dispute it and they tell you no, then you're kind of where I'm at.
Steve on Your Side contacted PRRS on Marjorie's behalf, and both of her tickets were immediately waived. The company's co-founder telling me she should never have been ticketed and her dispute shouldn't have been denied. He also said the company gets a lot of great feedback too, to which his chief legal officer responded, saying the good comments far outweigh the bad. Quote, "I wish that fact was as interesting to news outlets as the negative fodder." Marjorie tends to disagree.
And if they took a quick Google, they would find their name everywhere. Reddit has horror stories from them, people online, Facebook groups. They're not a well-received company.
Her complaint about this to the Better Business Bureau, one of 2,500 plus filed against PRRS in the last 3 years.
They're coming out here ticketing people immediately, and then it's your job to dispute that ticket. That's not how a business should work.